Now I bet y'all are wondering, how did Bridgie get here? Why is she waking up in her car? Well, stick around to the end and I'll tell you why. In this video, I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. It's not hair and makeup, it's about medical school. It's my first video of hopefully many to come. So let me know what y'all think. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram at it's.bridgie. Let's go. Hey y'all. How y'all doing? So this is my first video that's a little different than my other videos. So we're gonna see how this does. I don't usually just sit here and talk. And if I do, I guess it's about my hair or my makeup or stuff like that. But this video, I wanted to kind of segue into doing more videos about my journey to or towards medical school and getting through medical school. So if you saw, I've only posted one video that really talked about me being in medical school. So make sure y'all watch that. It's really just me prepping for white coat. But yeah, so check out that video if you're curious. I did like a little bang, use my other set of locks. Lots of videos with locks, y'all. So if y'all found this video, you have locks, interested in locks, just curious about locks, want some any of that, make sure y'all check out my Lock Life playlist up here. Or maybe it's gonna be up here, the little things that come up here. Don't put the picture up here. Or maybe, I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Anyway, all that good stuff, intro, of course. I'm Bridgie. But you can call me Student Dr. Griffin. I attend Meharry Medical College in Nashville, Tennessee. And right now it's the summertime. What is it? It is July, or sorry, I'm jumping ahead. It's June 10th, 2023. And I completed my first year, I guess, almost a month ago now. And now I'm in California doing research. So yes, so I'm not at home. I am in California, which is dope. Maybe I'll talk about that in a later video. But I just wanted to get down in the nitty gritty of first year, y'all. So a little background, if y'all want more videos on my background, but a little background on me is that I am first generation, like college graduate. Nobody in my family's like a doctor. I was raised by my mom. My grandparents helped out a lot. My mom's mom and my granddad, they helped out a lot. But it's really just been me and my mom, you know. So this whole journey, we just been kind of figuring it out together, because I didn't know what to do. I ain't have no guys. Before now, I never really had a mentor, so I was just trucking along trying to figure out what to do next. And so ever since I was a kid, of course, blah blah blah, I want to be a doctor. It's the only thing I can see myself doing besides hair and makeup. I do have my cosmetology license, so that's that. But I am interested in medicine, of course, because that's why I'm here. So I just wanted to answer a few questions. Like this time last year, y'all, I didn't even know I was going to be coming to Meharry. That's how crazy life is, y'all. So keep moving along. Don't ever let nobody deter you, even your own mind. Don't let it deter you, because what's for you is for you. Like, just keep going. I didn't find out I was accepted into Meharry until a week before school started. And I think school started last year, like the last week of June, like June 28th. We had orientation, had to be there. And I found out the week before, yeah. So thank God I'm in a bordering state, because I'm from Alabama. So I was able to just, you know, but yeah, it was a lot. If you can't already tell from my intro, like it was a lot to get here. I will say that, but you never know, like, where you end up. Like this time last year, I didn't know I was in school. This year, I'm doing research here in California. What the crap? It's crazy. It's crazy to think about. But I wrote some notes because, like I said, this is my first time doing a video like this, and I just want to make sure I answer some of the questions that I think that I had before I got here. I will say, if you are pre-med and you're going through your, you know, your prerequisites and all that, how can I say this? I'm just gonna say it like this. Somebody tells you that getting into medical school is the hardest part about medical school. No. It's probably the hardest thing at that moment, but there's gonna be more hard stuff to follow. Just disclaimer, just. And again, if y'all made it this far to this, if y'all made it this far in the video, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, because once I get 1,000 subscribers and enough watch hours, I can get monetized, and I am a struggling college, medical student, okay? Any type of money will help me. I'm not asking y'all for no money. I'm just asking y'all to click a button. Click the button, watch it. Please tell a friend, share it. Thank you in advance. Okay, anyway, so I did write down, is the first year of medical school the hardest or hard? Obviously, I can't answer that because I've only experienced 1 year, and that was the first year. So I can't really answer that. But from what I hear, again, what you hear and what you go through are two different things. But what I hear is that it is one of the hardest years, because like the first 2 years you have your preclinicals. So the first semester you have, the first year you have like a certain amount of units. And we go by units, like our units are like organ systems. So we go by organ systems. So you do the first half of your organ systems the first semester or the first year. You do the second half, and then the last 2 years are your clerkship. So that's where you do rotations and all that good stuff. So like the didactic years, what they call it too, the pre-clerkship, we're like in classroom learning. I'm not the best test taker. I'm not the best with watching lectures, taking notes. I'm not even gonna front. I'm not the best at studying, honestly, but but we here. But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, being in classroom and watching lectures and all that stuff, that's just not my strong suit, I would say. So I feel like I did work in a hospital for like almost 4 years. So I feel like my strength is talking and like more clinical settings, things like that. But those come with their struggles or challenges too. But I do feel like I might do a little better during my clerkship years because of that. It's because of my personality, and because I just never been the best, like I said, test taker, studier, lecture watcher, no, this has literally been challenging for me. And y'all probably watched a lot of videos. I know when I was looking for videos to help me like get ready for medical school or just see what it was like, it just seemed like people kind of like breezed through, or like they came in with a high GPA, they kept a high GPA and all that. I am not like that. I'll be the first to tell y'all that. Like, I haven't had to like retake anything, but like it's definitely been a struggle for me because that's just not me. But when you get here, you definitely do have to study. I might not study as much as I used to, but I definitely study more than I ever have in my life. Oh goodness gracious. But we here. Like, I don't want this to be like a video where I just seem like I got everything figured out and everything, because I don't. And school is only one aspect of my life, even though it takes up a big chunk of my life. It's only one aspect of my life. You know, I like the fact that like I still have like a life outside of school. But anyway, there's that. So I do think the first year is probably like the hardest. Just in addition to all that, you like moving. A lot of people are moving. A lot of people, it's their first time being on their own for real. That was me. Like I said, they maybe haven't. I'm a non-traditional student, so like it's been a while since I've been to school for real. So like all that big transition plus school, I would say will just, that's probably what to me would make first year probably be the hardest for a lot of people. I feel like that. I guess I could talk about like moving to another state. So like moving to another state, I'm from Alabama. So as far as like weather, it wasn't that big. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't that big of a difference as far as like the temperature. But when it gets cold in Tennessee, it gets cold in Tennessee and it snows, and I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Alabama gets it a little bit, but not for real. Like, nah. But moving to Tennessee, it wasn't bad because I'm not that far. I'm like 2 hours away from my family, like my mom, so it wasn't that bad. And then I'm mostly at school, so you know, like that's my main focus. So moving to another state, but I guess like depending on where you move to for your school, like maybe living in a big city with a lot going on is a distraction. But on the other end, living somewhere like really rural, I can't say the word, rural, it's probably not gonna be good for your mental because where's your outlet at? So I feel like Tennessee is, you know, kind of in the middle, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the first year of medical school, like I said, was a lot. There's a lot on mental health. So like, my advice for people coming into medical school, I do feel like just the culture is kind of shifting. More people are going to therapy, but I want to stress therapy. I want to stress reaching out for help when you feel like you need help. I want to stress not being ashamed of needing help. I want to stress the importance of self-care, putting yourself first. And I want to stress the importance of keeping to yourself if you need time to yourself. And leaning on your friends if you need your friends. Like, I was blessed to come into school and like meet my friend like the first day. Like, I met a friend the first day and we're still friends. Shout out to Courtney. But and then even after that, I met my friends kind of quickly, and you know, them my girls for real, because this stuff get hard. So when you go on your interviews or you're looking at a school, my interview questions for all my schools was like, how important is mental health to you, and like what programs or resources do you have for people, you know, that are struggling with mental health? Do y'all have anything in place for people probably not necessarily struggling with mental health, but just to give us, you know, some type of activity to do, like to de-stress or things like that? I ask that on every interview, so you could ask that too. I feel like that's a very, 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 very important question, because suicide is a thing. I don't know if I can say that. I'm probably gonna put that out, but it's a thing and it's real. So, and for those of y'all that's watching this video that's not in medical school, just curious, be there for your people that are in school, in medical school, because it's a lot. And don't like hold it against them if they're not always like calling you and talking to you and all that stuff. Like, it just takes a lot. Just really be there for them through these, you know, years of medical school. Let's see. I do have a social life. I feel like I am able to have a social life. I know some people, I personally don't study on the weekends, but I think I'm gonna start studying on the weekends this next year. But most people study all during the week and then don't study on the weekend. So if you are that kind of person, like, to balance it, school during the week and then like having a little fun on the weekend, that's cool. Whatever floats your boat. I know some people that go out a lot, some people that don't go out a lot. It's just about you and your personal preference and what you know that you can handle and what you can't handle. Like, be honest with yourself. Like, what you think you can handle and what you don't think you can handle. Like, you don't nobody know yourself like yourself, okay? Or like you, I don't know how to say it, but you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but I do have a social life. I think having a social life is very, very important, okay? So, socialize. Money, I'm broke. Broke. Medical school is expensive, okay? It's expensive. Take out a bunch of loans. So yeah, I'm broke. No income. No time. I personally don't have time for a job. I don't think I have the bandwidth for a job. I think I would go crazy if I had a job. When I'm not doing school stuff, I'm either like socializing, like I just said, or I'm relaxing, because my brain is always, it's just always moving, and the gears are always just going around, tabs open. It's just a lot going on. So whenever I get time to, I do it, okay? So I don't have time for no job, okay? And you don't want to get no job and have it like mess you up. Like, you're in school, like that should be a priority, in my opinion. A normal week for me at school, like I said, Monday through Friday I'm in class. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday are lecture days. Then, well, sometimes Wednesdays, but most times Wednesdays. Then Thursdays, we just have days where we basically, without over explaining it, it's just a day to like practice how we would be like in a clinical environment, basically. I'll leave it at that. And then Friday, we have quizzes on what we learned that week. And then after the unit is done, we have a test on the last Friday. And then the week before our exam week, it's just a week to study. So you get like a full week to study. The weeks before is all learning, and then the last week is exam. You will probably hear somebody say it's like drinking from a fire hose. I heard that a bunch of times. I probably gave a really good depiction of what medical school is, because baby, it's a lot, okay? It's a lot. I can't believe I'm doing it, but it's a lot. What I wish I had done differently, this is good. I love reflecting and finding ways I could do better, all that good stuff. It's essential for growth. It's important to reflect. Wish I had studied more. I wish I had watched less TV. I wish that I was more proactive about studying and I wish I had stayed on top of stuff more. I'm gonna get a planner this year, so I wish I was a little more organized. Yeah, I just want better grades. I want to do better for myself. Wish I had probably like, even though I don't like being on campus, I wish I had like gotten out the house more and like found, other areas to study. It's a lot of coffee shops to study at. I'll probably do that differently this next semester or year. But yeah, those are things that I wish I had done differently. I don't regret any of the fun I've had in school, but I wish I was just a little more disciplined. I'll say that. But you learn it. So what's next? So now I'm about to go into after I get done here in California, I'm going to go back to Nashville. School starts in August, and so I think I'll have like either 2 or 3 weeks in between. I'll go home for like a week, and then the next week I'm gonna prep for this coming year. Going back in with neuro, it's a lot, y'all. So we got 4 more units to go. We've already done 6, we got 4 more to go. So I'm gonna get a head start on everything and try to do the things that I said I wish I could do differently starting the week before school. And then towards the end of this second year, which we call M2 year, we'll be getting ready for rotation. So we do start rotations a little earlier than being in the 3rd year. but it's not, it's like a few months, I think. So this time next year I will be doing rotation. So that's crazy. And then after that, just be straight rotations, and then graduate, match, all that good stuff. But I know this was a long video, y'all, and I tried to like type out notes and kind of follow them, but I still feel like it was all over the place. So I kind of touched on, you know, little things. So if y'all enjoyed this video and are thinking about like medical school, anything like that, let me know in the comments. If you are in medical school, being that, you could go in the comments and let me know how your first year was. Any advice for me for any of y'all that are M2s and above, I would love it. Even if you're a rising M2 like me, any advice, I would love any kind of feedback. Whatever y'all want me to kind of hone in on more in later videos, let me know. Let me know. Because like I said, it's my first time doing this. I didn't really go deep on anything. I just kind of touched the surface on several things. But I want to just be someone as real as I could get about medical school, and just kind of be here to help people with medical school. Because I know I saw a lot of videos where it just seemed like everybody was just so perfect. Nobody like really matched me. There's not gonna be anybody that matches you perfectly and matches everything that you've been through, but we all have a story, and we could all take something from somebody's story. And I would just love it if there y'all out there that feel like y'all can relate to me, if this video, you know, helps. I would just love that, because it is hard, especially being a Black woman. It's hard. I'm thankful to go to HBCU, so I'm surrounded by, you know, people that look like me, taught by people that look like me. But I do know that when, you know, I go out into the real world, it's not gonna be like that. So for right now, I do feel like it's important for us to be here for each other, not gatekeep, and encourage and motivate each other, because it's hard enough out here, and it's even harder to do this medical school stuff and beyond, excuse me, even before. So like I said, it's a longer video, but I do appreciate y'all. I hope you could take away something from this video, y'all. Whatever you want to do in life, you could definitely do it. Just always make sure you keep God first and ask him to guide your steps, and you'll be okay. So just stay the course, and until next time, y'all, I'll see y'all later. Bye. Okay, y'all, so I was looking back and editing the video, and I realized I didn't even tell y'all why I was in the car in the first place. Of course, that was a reenactment, but it was very traumatizing. But I think it's a very important part of my story, getting, you know, to medical school and starting off as a medical student, okay, and moving to another state, and, you know, living on my own. So y'all, let me tell y'all, I'm terrified of bugs. All bugs, butterflies, ladybugs, all bugs. I'm terrified. Definitely terrified of roaches. So tell me why I had a roach infestation in my apartment. I had 2 apartments in the span of like 2.5 weeks of moving to Nashville. Let me tell y'all about it. So, like I said, I'm terrified of roaches. Yes. And so, you know, I found this apartment. My grandparents, like, even the whole process, y'all, like, I told y'all I moved. I found out I got in the week before. So during orientation, I went ahead and I looked up apartments on apartments.com, but I know better than to just go off of what I see online. So while I was in orientation, my mom and my grandparents went to go look at the apartments. I trust them. So, It's one apartment but it look really nice. You know, I get there, people in the leasing office are so friendly and nice and everything. So I get in the apartment, it's cute or whatever. And I got it for like, you know, apartments are expensive. Like I said, it's my first time living by myself. And, you know, I know Nashville's a little more expensive. So it was like in the $1,300 range, right, rent. So, you know, my mom stayed with me the first few nights. My grandparents stayed. My grandma helped me clean. My mom helped me clean. Granddad, grandparents getting it. We moving in. So I moved everything basically in except for like my furniture. I left my furniture back in Birmingham. So, okay, so I'm trying to get the timeline here. So my grandparents leave. I think they stay in the hotel one night, but then it's just me and my mom. So we sleep on the air mattress. She agreed to stay with me for the first 2 nights, right? Again, it's my first time living on my own. So, you know, it's a nice little transition. My mom stayed a few days, and I get used to it, and I'm on my own. Cool. So, like, you know, while we move everything in, I see a few, you know, 1 or 2 roaches because, you know, I'm just assuming that because, like, we moving stuff in and out, the doors open, whatever. I'm scared. I'm like, okay, this is just what it's gonna be because I'm an adult now. I'm a grown woman. Like, I gotta deal with it. You know, I can't be scared all my life. So, my mom is there. So I see after we move, my grandparents leave, and I see, you know, 1 or 2 more roaches again. I'm like, okay, you know, maybe, you know, it's still, you know, and then maybe the people, you know, I'm trying to make it make sense. Like the people before me, maybe they, you know, it's transitioning. Bugs were probably used to them, but now I'm trying to get y'all out. You know what I'm saying? This ain't y'all house no more. I live here. So my mom leaves, and mind you, like when my mom was there, I didn't see that many roaches. I saw a few, but like it wasn't that many. My mom was there most of the time, and she didn't really complain of seeing a lot of roaches. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's okay. So she leaves. Okay, so the first night I'm there by myself. Was I okay the first night? I think I was okay the first night. It was the second night I was there by myself. So it's like Thursday or Wednesday night. That's what it was. And so we had orientation the first few days of the week, and then so Wednesday was like our first lecture, and then Thursday was another lecture. I can't really remember, but like I just remember it being like the second day of lectures. So the night before, I'm laying in my bed. I'm telling him on the phone with my friend Ty. I'm like, my back is hurting, blah, blah, blah. He like, okay, maybe you should put more air in the air mattress. I'm like, okay, I can do that. So I get up, I'm feeling around. Mind you, glasses are off. I can't even see myself right now. It's dark. Got a little TV in there, but it's all the light that's in there. Got a little wall plug in. So I'm feeling around the mattress, like, looking like, what's her name, Velma? You know, Zoinks, or whatever they used to say. So I'm like, dang, I can't even see. Like, I don't even know how this works. So I just put my glasses back on, turn the light on, go down where the hose attaches, and I get close. Bro, it's a roach right there. I almost touched it, y'all. I screamed a scream that was just like, I was dying. Like, what is going on? Why me? When I tell you, he coached me through it, told me I had to find it, kill it. I found it, started beating it with the broom, y'all. Like, beating it with the broom. And then I'm just crying. I call my mom, call my granddad. Granddad joking, it ain't funny. Like, I'm going through it, y'all. Eyes getting puffy. I'm just like, oh gosh, like this is horrible. Like, these apartments suck. I'm about to move. Like, I'm just starting medical school. I'm by myself. Like, I'm just going through it, y'all. Through it. So then finally, I'm just like, okay, it's dead. I'm about to just sleep in the car. Yeah, so I got my stuffed animal, a book bag, my phone, and keys, and I dipped. And I went right outside, and I slept in the car that night. I didn't get to take no blanket with me or nothing, y'all. Like, had my little bonnet on and my pajamas. Woke up the next morning, my eyes were so puffy, boy. Like, it was so puffy because I was just so They were puffy because I was just like so distraught the night before. And so I got to class, and then the two girls that I met, like the first two girls that I met that I became friends with, I told them about it. They're like, why you ain't tell us? Like, I'm like, y'all, I just met y'all. And I'm not big on like asking for help or nothing like that, or trying to, you know, put nobody out, be a burden, nothing like that. But like, they was like, you should have just told us you could stay with us. But I mean, it was like 12 o'clock at night. So I just slept in my car. But you know, I got out of the lease because they knew they was wrong. Like, I bombed the place, y'all, and everything. Like, tried to do everything I could to get that stuff out, but it would not get out. And then I was sitting in the car before I left because I had already talked to the leasing officer at this point, and I told them. And they said they didn't have no complaints about it. But I'm up there sitting in my car after I put the bomb in because I was going back home to get my furniture. My neighbor come out. He don't really speak English. So I'm just like, excuse me. I didn't know that at the time. I'm like, excuse me. Do you have cockroaches or roaches? He was like, La cucaracha? Yeah. I'm like, oh, so they lied. He said he complained. We was up there doing like the little translator app together. But yeah, long story short, that place was infested with roaches. He said they was crawling his son's arms, behind the refrigerator. I said, nah. So long story short, next story short, I found a new apartment and wasn't ready until like maybe a week or two later. I put down my deposit and everything. And I just stayed with one of my friends for a week, one of my new friends. Again, shout out to Courtney. She even came to the apartment to help me get the rest of my stuff out, and she saw about 5 roaches in 5 minutes. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It was horrible, y'all. But I just want to give y'all a backstory on that situation. But you know, I got a lovely apartment now. I think the apartment that I'm in now is what God had for me. I love my apartment. It's way better, y'all. But that's where the video in the beginning go from. I just gotta let y'all know. Okay, bye.